Hello everyone, a little add-on my entry from yesterday, why I deem the alchemization process from fear into love the most important in our own ascension. And a word on limiting belief and prediction today. So the limiting belief is all over the place, and I saw in the morning someone, Merlin, if you know him, calling out on Ashta Command as an AI program, luring people into the false light ascension, which I mentioned yesterday, which will be the formation of the new universe. He stated that would be a trap for consciousness when it goes into the new universe of about 1 billion years. I have no idea about that. Figures and so on, but synchronicity is there that the mechanism of creation of a new universe in AI is taking place at this time. And you fall into that when you are sticking with New Age, when you use the Kabbalah still to create in service to self. All that gives your energy into this system. And you have to know that. And this is absolutely fine if you choose to do so and go this path and say, oh yeah, I'd like to be part of the creation of a new universe again. I know that I can ascend from there and so on and so on. But you got to know that, right? When you follow the storytelling of New Age and so on. And what we have there is a strong limitation to the fifth dimension. This is bullshit, honestly. I mean, we are multidimensional up to the 12s in the physical and further upwards. So when we do our inner work, the shadow work, and this is the only way that brings you there, with soul and ancestry, then we can get back to source consciousness. Then we ascend living over here into the Christ or Buddha consciousness, into Nirvana consciousness, and we recognize that we already live in Eden. First remark. The second one are the predictions as the main source of fear, in my opinion and my feeling. And this is not important if this is mainstream media, if this is alt media, or if this is a spiritual media, and all the channelers who channel their own part to the process, which is fine. This is absolutely fine. This is synchronicity. It just becomes a problem for one or another when things are taken as given and the own synchronicity, the own intuition is not heard. Why do I still call out all the prediction? We have prediction, especially of Dolores Cannon. She's cited a lot. 5 years ago she died. She presented everything that she could feel up to this point in the timeline. We changed the timeline several times in the last 5 years. And thereby the prediction loses its value. There won't be any split as given by her. And when you have a good Gaia connection, and many of the northern hemisphere of the Western world don't have this earthbound, this feminine connect too much yet, channeling, they are channeling always from the cosmic part, from the masculine, from the natural intelligence, from the quantum consciousness, from mind, from the higher mind manas. So all that has to say Gaia is missing in this equilibration. And I feel that we won't have the split as given. And with the prediction, and that's why I bring it up, these realities are created collectively, and the one who has more impact on the brethren installs their magic better. That's what it is, right? And the reality that we create together reflects in the outside. And that's why it's so important, why we shall just go our own path and take the channelings and so on just as synchronicity. It's very important in these times, as many predictions are very fearsome and cause you fear. So I would recommend to not watch them anymore. That's basically what I say. Really bold, don't watch them anymore. Just take care of yourself, of your own progress, of your own inner work. Spiritual bypassing is no solution either, because when you bypass, your frequency is higher for the moment, but in the moment you face this issue and you cannot evade it anymore. You will fall deeply in frequency as far as you can completely fall out of the clouds and into the AI. That's what I said. So why is a prediction problematic? Because when an individual predicts something for the future, it predicts it from the moment of prediction in their own energy of the now by that time, and all the collective energy of the now by that time. Meaning, when reality changes, and not slowly anymore like over the last 1,000, 2,000 years, but drastically like in the parable of an exponential function like we are in right now, this is the shift, this is the ascension, because we have a new stage of scientific and evolutionary development as mankind at this time, with quantum physics coming into play and the equilibration of light, darkness, and tone. Then the prediction loses its spice even faster. And the change is so drastic that a prediction cannot be appropriate anymore. So you will have your own prediction when you listen to it. You get your own intuition. From that, if you follow this in surrender, you will create your own magic, and it will bring you to the topics of karma, of shadow, that are still there to be seen. And this reflects often in relationships in the outside, when you have trouble with other people and it does not flow. Flow, you will feel flow, because flow is like when a lot of people come together and nobody knows each other, but everyone acts like if it is family, and everyone contributes to the group, and the group thrives. This is flow. Prediction can cause us really, really big fear, and it can paralyze us. And this is what I want to give into consideration when I say consider it well. And I call out Dolores Cannon in particular with the split of the destruction of this planet. It's not going to happen. I have the promise of Gaia as a Gaia keeper from Lyra Aramantena, from the house of Aramantena, where I descended to Tara back in the day and died with this planet. You know, we have done this several times as consciousness. And we then remember when we have done our shadow work what is real. And many of the channelers out there who cause fear aren't real. While the information about the masculine paths of the Inanna and of the chakric work and all of that is true, to be seen as the natural counterpart to AI that we see as an artificial creation of humankind at the moment, right? So consider this, make peace inside, and see the things for what they are. Don't fight them anymore. You just waste your energy and you don't get along in your own path. While when you are back into your full strength, all of this is not a threat to you anymore. And this is what we have to do, and this is the only thing that we can do. We can go to this place internally when we become one with God again, and let this act through us, this flow of life. And mind is empty and just an instrument anymore to be brilliant, to be the main tool that our feeling and life itself brings up in us, to bring this into words, to bring this into photos, music, and so on. For that we have our mind, right? Or into science. And when we recognize this, we can let go of basically everything, which is very important to find ourselves truly. This is what we want to share today, a little add-on on yesterday's entry, and a little motivation to get out of the cellar of prediction, of storytelling, and of nightmares out there. It just doesn't help anymore, and when you are connected with Earth, you know and you feel it. In Lakesh, Alakin to everyone, and Namaste. I send you blessings wherever you might be.